Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Hendy Irawan.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, and this is the onboarding meeting. So the first part of onboarding meeting will be CQ, and then I will introduce you to the meeting agenda, and after that you can just follow the agenda. Okay, so first for the first 5 minutes, it is CQ. So please introduce yourself and then tell me about good news within the last week, whether it's personally or your career. Okay, please, Maulana.
My name is Maulana, and I am college student, major in informatic engineering, and then I have learned some programming language. Then I can learn quick fast with a new programming language. Then I have experience in some community and industry. I was working in Indonesia at Bandung, Indonesia as web developer. I was intern on that place, and then in my high school, I was intern at Indosat Orido. And now I join in bootcamp, which is about data science.
Okay.
It's just it.
Okay. So please tell me about good news during the last week from your life, personal life, and career.
Last week, I have learned about data scientist, which is I'm new on that thing. I haven't learned that thing about from my university. I self-taught about that. I think that's a good thing for me.
Okay, that's it. Right, thank you. So now for the second part is onboarding workflow and weekly agenda. So I will, okay. So please share your screen. Okay, go to the sidebar. Close this page first. Go to the sidebar. Okay. And then there will be one for you on the current date. The current date is the one with the red mark. Yeah, that's for you. Okay, open it. Okay. So this is the meeting agenda. So for the first week, I will prepare this for you, but for the second and the next weeks, you will be preparing the meeting agenda, and also you will be leading the meeting. Okay, so we already had the SAQ, and the next part is about onboarding workflow. So first, click on the onboarding workflow so you see how it works for this onboarding. Right, so this is the onboarding workflow. So you should be able to open it. So it starts by having a onboarding meeting. Yeah, onboarding meeting is actually somewhere in the middle. You should actually already done some parts of the onboarding, right? You already input some details, and also you already have a Fusion Auth account, Lovia SSO. Did you log in already to about.lovia.live?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. And then I should also add you to our GitLab projects and then test it. And you should also log in to Lovia chat. And I've also added you to Notion to some of the relevant pages, and perhaps Camunda, but I think for you, Camunda is not needed. At least it's not needed at this point. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's the onboarding workflow. So is there any question about this one? So
Nothing, sir.
All right. So we can go to the second B part of the meeting. And that will be the weekly agenda. Okay. So this is the weekly agenda that you will need to do starting from this week. Yeah. Starting from this week. So it starts with a one-on-one meeting, including this one. So you are at the left of this diagram. And then after that, after this meeting, what you will get is a list of to-dos. So to-dos is how we call a task that needs to be done within 1 week, within the next week before the next meeting. Now, when working each of the to-dos, you can work on it, or you can do some research, learning, and so on. And we do provide tools and resources to help you to research and also do your tasks. And if there anything, if there is any problem or difficulties that you encounter, please discuss whether you can discuss in Notion. There is a comment feature in Notion, or you can also chat me on Lovia chat that I will show you in this meeting also. Okay, and if you have something to add during your work or during your research, please improve the documentation at About Lovia. Okay, can you open About Lovia now? So it's about.lovia.live. Yeah, it's actually this site also, but yeah, you can open the front page. Okay, so this is About Lovia. So click on Read Handbook. Okay. So this is our handbook, and for example, the first technology that you will use is WordPress. So please click on WordPress here. There should be WordPress somewhere there. Yep, click on it. So we have a bit of documentation here, not too much, but if you have okay, if you have new information, please update this page or any other handbook pages. Yeah. So the knowledge that you have will be useful for other team members in the future. Okay. So WordPress will be the first one that you will learn here. It's PHP based. Of course, you have already installed WordPress before, right? Okay. So I hope you will like it. But if not, well, you can let me know. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to the weekly agenda. Yeah. This is just to show the kind of information that is in the handbook and that you should add information or improve documentation about it. Okay. So that's during the week. Okay. So on that part, is there any questions?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. And then it will be 24 hours before the next meeting. So during this meeting, we will also need to agree on a time of a weekly one-on-one meeting. And that will be at the same day and at the same time every week. Okay. So 24 hours before that next meeting, you will need to record a video and upload video to Lovia team YouTube. Have you opened Lovia team YouTube channel?
I have, sir.
Okay, so yeah, please subscribe to that. And if you have, if you want to know example, just look at the videos there. So it's basically just a simple video. You don't need to do any fancy editing and so on. Although, yeah, some of our team members like to edit video. For example, Dimas added some music, added some cover, added some thumbnail, and so on. If you want to do that, it's up to you, but there is no requirement to do that. Okay, so it can be just like recording with a webcam and screencast. Should not be longer than 10 minutes, simply describing what you have done during the previous week. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you need any help on recording in this page, down below there are some tips and software, free ones that you can use to record your video. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Below. Okay, and then after you record and upload a video, you can post a blog post. Wait, I will add you so that you can have permission to log in and wait. Okay, so you have logged in. So next one, in the onboarding, please, during this week, you make your first blog post. You know how to make a blog post in WordPress, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you need example, click on the blog in the header. Yeah. Click on blog on the header to see the example from another. Then you should scroll up to see the header. Okay, click on blog. And I think a good example is from that one, from Revita. You can click on it. Okay, so it's basically an introductory blog post. You can also share your vision, what you have been doing, what you like, and so on, and also your plan and hopes for this internship. So,
okay, sir.
Yeah, please make sure to add category and text and also featured image.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that one is also already in the onboarding card. Okay, so that's a sample. I think it's a good introductory blog post. I hope you can do even better. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's go back to the weekly agenda workflow. Weekly agenda workflow. Okay, all right. Okay, and after you make your video, and then please write a blog post about it. This time, this is a blog post about what you have done. Summarize it in a blog post, and then embed that video there. You can see the example also on our blog section. And then you will also need to mention the relevant other blog posts or pages on handbook. Yeah. And then, okay, after you have done that, the next part, the final part, will be updating your scorecard numbers. So scorecard is a way to track your performance and progress during the week. And also, then you will need to review and prepare the meeting agenda. So this is important because the meeting agenda should be prepared and filled before the next meeting. Okay, so you don't fill the meeting agenda during the meeting, but for example, this meeting, you already have the meeting agenda before the meeting, right? It's already there. There are contents, and what we will discuss in this meeting is already there in the meeting agenda. Okay, so we will
Okay,
also
sir.
add some information during the meeting if there is new information. But basically, if you have like issues and so on that you need to discuss, put that on the meeting agenda before the next meeting. So I can also prepare if there are things that I need to do before the meeting or I need to research before the meeting, I can do that. And after that, the week is done, and then we can go back to the next weekly one-on-one meeting, and yeah, the same process happens again. Okay, any
Okay,
questions
sir.
about the weekly agenda?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, so let's go back to our meeting agenda. Okay, so the next is company video. So this is all in our website on about Lovia. And okay, so about our company is a professional counseling company for anywhere, anytime. Although we have several divisions, okay, and we also do some consulting, and especially on the one that you will be doing here is more, at least on the first tasks, that will be more on the our consulting activity that we do. And the goal here is to introduce you to the WordPress plugin and development ecosystem. Okay, so how you do it, and you will need to know PHP, and you will need to be good at PHP in order to be successful at this. And yeah, after that, then you will need to know about APIs and so on. Okay, so you can read about it on our website, but then you can go to accountability chart. You can click on it. Yeah. Okay, so you can zoom on it too. Right. So this is the accountability chart. It looks like an organization chart. However, it is different because each of the boxes there does not represent a person. It represents an accountable seat. Okay, so that's why you see there are several seats that are not filled by anyone, and you also see seats that are filled with the same person. Okay, for example, me, I hold a lot of seats here, but there are other seats that are filled by other people, whether they are employees or interns. Yeah. Okay. And also important within each seat are the scorecard numbers. So it makes it easy to see what each seat is accountable for. Okay. So these are also the scorecards or key performance indicators that are needed for each seat. Okay. So actually your seat here, I think it's not there yet, but yeah, this is just to give you a general feel of the structure of our team. Okay. So any question about this part?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. So we can move on to the next meeting agenda. Okay. So I will introduce you to some tools that we use. First is what we have about Lovia that you have seen. And yeah, you will need to make a blog post there, and you will also need to improve the documentation there, especially the WordPress and WooCommerce documentation. Have you used WooCommerce before?
Sorry, sir. Gimana?
Have you used WooCommerce before?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, so you will be using WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a platform. It's actually a plugin, but because it's quite complex, it's actually an e-commerce platform on top of WordPress. Okay, so it's also in PHP. And if you don't know about WooCommerce yet, then that means you will be new to Dokkan also. So Dokkan is a multi-vendor e-commerce on top of WooCommerce. Okay, so there's WordPress as the foundation, and there is WooCommerce, and on top of WooCommerce there is Dokkan. The difference between WooCommerce and Dokkan is that WooCommerce assumes that there is only a single store with a lot of products, but Dokkan assumes that in that website or in that e-commerce, there are a lot of vendors selling different kinds of items. So it's a marketplace. Okay, so it's a marketplace. Okay, so you will learn about it one by one. So yeah, I hope you will like it. It may be that there will be increasing difficulty. Yeah. So about Lovia, you have already known that. And the next one is Notion project management. Have you ever used Notion before?
Not yet, sir.
Okay.
This is my first time.
Okay, but it's simply a note-taking application. So as you see, we are using it for meeting agenda. So there is a calendar view, and we are also using it for board, yeah, Kanban board. Have you used Trello before?
I have, sir.
Yeah, so it's just like Trello, but the difference is that in Notion there are a lot of things that we can do here, while in Trello it's mostly just the Kanban feature. Okay, so Notion is more flexible, so that is why we are using Trello for a lot of our operational coordination needs. Yeah. Okay. And then the next one is Lovia Chat. Okay, have you installed Rocket Chat and logged in on your mobile phone?
I have, sir.
Okay, that's good. So can you go to chat.lovia.live on your desktop here? So I can introduce you to, yeah, you can introduce yourself to the other team members. Okay, I will invite you first. Okay, because I will need to add you to the team. Okay, in a moment. Right. Okay, now you are in channel internship as well. So you can scroll up to see others who have posted and so on. You can see the entire chat history. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so now please please introduce yourself to this chat room. Yeah, just a
Okay, sir.
short introduction. Yeah, you can tell something that you like, or yeah, things like that, or where you are from. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. Thank you. And then, so that's Lovia chat. This is our own chat room. So after this, please only use Lovia chat to communicate with other team members, including me. Avoid WhatsApp when possible. Actually, we are also in the process of trying this infrastructure for chatting. So that will be a good way to test if there are any issues or problems with this chat infrastructure. So that is why we hope to use this chat for all of chatting communications. But if there is anything wrong, yeah, you can use WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let's go to the next agenda. Okay, and if someone is chatting there, then yeah, please join in. Yeah, even though that a lot of us are remote. Yeah, some people in Makassar, some in Bandung, some in Jakarta, and so on. And you are in Medan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that will be Lovia chat, and the next will be Camunda, but I think I can skip this for now. And the next is GitLab. Okay, so you will definitely be using GitLab here. So I will invite you to our GitLab. There will be several projects that we will be working on. So you can take a look at some of our source code there. So let's see. Okay, so I will add you to some of our WordPress and WooCommerce plugins, but I will add you to a lot of them. But don't worry, because the goal here is just to introduce you to how to write a WordPress or WooCommerce plugin. So you can get a feel of, okay, this is the general structure. There are simpler plugins, because there will be more complex plugins. So I think my hope is by learning on how the simpler plugins are done, then yeah, over time you can know the structure of the more complex plugins.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will edit. Okay. GitLab username. Okay, please also change your GitLab user profile, yeah, and make a photo in there, so to make it easier to recognize. Okay. You can sign. Okay, you can open this, and there should be some projects there. Okay, you have order constraints, you have SQS order notifications, and you have container loading. The first one that I think you should take a look at here would be, okay, try order constraints. Okay, open it. Okay, so you can play with it on your own computer. As you can see, there is one file here. Okay, you can open it. Okay, so this is an extension or a plugin, yeah, a plugin that is quite simple. The goal here is to when you add the cart, add the product to the cart. You know how e-commerce works, right?
Yes, sir.
So by default, Dokan, the e-commerce platform that we use, allows user or buyer to buy products from anywhere. Okay, but we have a restriction. Okay, our customer, we are talking a product Indo here, has a restriction that a buyer can buy a single product from anywhere. But if the customer buys 2 or more products, all of the products must come from a single area. Okay, so if a buyer buys from, for let's say Jakarta, yeah, then that buyer can only buy other products from around Jakarta. So the buyer cannot buy products from Jakarta and Kalimantan at the same time. Okay, so user can still buy from Jakarta and Kalimantan, but then the user needs to pay for the things that they buy from Jakarta first, and then after the customer pays that, the customer can buy another products from another area. So we need a way to restrict that. Okay, so the way we do this is by using this plugin. It's quite simple. So you can, so this is PHP, right? You say that you are pretty good at PHP. So I think you can understand how this works. It's basically like one page. And if you remove all the comments there, then it'd be like maybe like half a page. So the way this works is that it searches for the items in the cart, and then it gets the location. As you can see in line 24, yeah, in line 24, it gets the location. Yes, sir. And after that location is saved to a variable, and then the next parts below is, checking if the location of the other products are not the same than this one, because if the others have a different location, then as you see that it gives an error. Okay, so this is how it works. And all of the documentation about WordPress and WooCommerce is in WordPress and WooCommerce documentation. There's also a Dokan documentation. I think they are pretty complete, but there are a lot of them. So yeah, you will have some time to explore. But don't worry, because there are a lot of blog posts and articles that are written on this topic. Okay, so this is just an example. Okay, any questions so far?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, so yeah, I hope you will like this task. So let's go back to the meeting agenda. Okay, so yeah, GitLab is the last one. So the next one will be WooCommerce and Product Indo setup. So have you created an account at Product Indo?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Okay. So now open a new tab at staging.productindo.com. Please use the staging one. Of course, you can open an account at the real Product Indo, yeah. But for this onboarding, use staging.productindo.com. Staging.productindo.com. Okay. 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 So please sign up, yeah. So please sign up and enter. Yeah, it's okay. Just sign up. All right. So this is the customer UI of Product Indo. And if this is the first time of you using WooCommerce, you will notice that this is just like yeah, regular e-commerce. Yeah, there is like orders, address, account detail, and so on. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I have changed you to administrator. Please refresh the page, and now you should see, yeah, a bar on top. Okay. Okay. So this is the admin of Product Indo Staging. So it looks like regular WordPress, but if you notice, there are several different menus on the left. Yeah, there are Dokan, and there are WooCommerce, and there are Product. Okay, you can click each of them. You can click Dokan to see the things that are there. Okay, so you see things like sales, vendors, products, and so on. Okay. So I would say that your task for the next week is getting this set up on your own computer. Yeah, I will provide you with a backup of the staging environment, and the goal is that you should be able to run it on your own computer. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
with all of the things, because you already set up WordPress on your own computer?
Not yet, sir.
Yet. Okay. But do you have like PHP and MariaDB on your computer?
Yes, I have, sir.
Okay, that's good. So that will be during the next week. You will need to set up WordPress, because you will need to set up that first before you can restore the backup. Okay, when you restore the backup, you will get the plugins that are installed and so on, so that you can play with it on your own computer and get to learn. And then maybe the next week after that, you can know how to develop your own plugins. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what do you think about this task? Is this interesting for you, or it's boring?
It's interesting for me because this is my first time learning WordPress.
Okay. As you see, a lot of people are using WordPress, right, in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's about 29% of all sites or something in the world are using WordPress. Okay, and also a lot of sites are using WordPress, including not just WordPress, but WooCommerce. Yeah, a lot of sites are using WooCommerce, including us. Okay, so let's go back to the meeting agenda. So we can hopefully. All right, so I would say for recap to-dos, okay, so on the issues part, please move the issues from WooCommerce to recap to-dos, because yeah, you will need to do that, yeah. Okay, and then make another to-do below that, restore backup, yeah. Yeah, you can click plus, or you can just enter, not the plus there, but below the to-do box. Yeah, that one, below that one, put another to-do list. You should choose to-do first when adding. Yeah, click to-do list. It's on top. It's on the first page before you scroll. That one. Okay, and then restore backup of product Indo staging. Backup product Indo. You reverse it. Should be product Indo. Product Indo staging. Okay, to your own computer. Yeah. So that will be the first to do will be like just a WooCommerce setup, yeah, just WooCommerce setup without the product Indo one. So because
Okay,
that will there will be you can change the first to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that will not don't click it. Just change it to remove the product Indo one. So that will be just WordPress WooCommerce setup.
Okay.
So you can remove the product Indo part. Yeah. So because there are two to-dos, right? First, you need to set up WooCommerce first on your own computer.
Okay.
And yeah, hopefully you can make a video for that, yeah, on how to install WooCommerce, WordPress, and then how to install WooCommerce on your computer. Like, explain a bit about the basic features of WooCommerce. I would say that's a good video that other people will find useful, yeah.
Okay.
And then make a blog post about it. And the next one is that you can restore the backup from staging product Indo. So instead of just a WordPress that is empty, now you have a fully configured WooCommerce. Okay, but the first one is the most important. So you need to at least have WooCommerce running on your computer first before you can do anything else.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. So I think you can remove the first blank to do because there is another. Yeah, you can remove that one. All right. Okay. So the last part is that we need to schedule a weekly one-on-one meeting. So what do you think is a good time for a weekly meeting?
Maybe like this day at Sunday.
Sunday at what time?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. So I will make you Sunday at 10 a.m. Okay. That will be okay. And okay, I've added that to calendar. Okay, let me change that in the Zoom configuration. Okay, now what we need to do is that we need to have a meeting agenda for next week. Yeah, so the meeting agenda for next week, I would say you can copy and paste from another team member. Okay, so can you close this page for a moment? And I will show you how to copy it. So you can right click on Dimas Satria on 9 July.
This one?
The one on 9 July. Yeah.
Okay.
Right click on it and then duplicate. Okay, and then move to your own. Not the Dimas one, the copy one. Copy one, yeah. Move it to next Sunday. Yeah, that will be 19. That will be 19 July. Okay, and then you edit it. Okay, and then change it. So that should change it with your own name. Okay. Right, and you can choose WordPress engineer.
Okay.
Ideally, that will be WordPress / GraphQL engineer. Yeah. So you can add / GraphQL engineer. Hopefully that you will have GraphQL sometime later, and change the date there, because that should be 10 a.m. right? Yes. We are in the same time zone. Okay, you can change the reminder if you want. Okay, and if you click the date, okay, try to click the date again. Well, I will show you the, okay, so there is a reminder there. Do you want a reminder of 1 hour or something else? It's up to you. You can click on that if you want to change, or if you don't want to change, it's also okay. Okay, and then attendees, please remove Dimas from the attendees and add yourself. All right, so on SiteQ, so this is an example of the meeting agenda from Dimas. So for your meeting agenda next week, please like make it blank. For personal best number 1, you can make it blank. Yeah. Okay. Just put like dots there. You can edit it now. On number 1, personal best number 1. Okay, you can edit personal best number 1. Yeah, that one just edit and replace with some blanks. Okay, that's okay. And also business best one. Okay. I think this Notion is also useful for taking notes of academic study. Yeah. And yeah, there will be rock review and so on. So you can make all of them basically blanks, yeah, or you can do it later. But you get the idea, right? So next week you need to prepare the meeting agenda first before the meeting with your own things. Okay, but on to-do list, before the to-do list, I think you can remove the or not remove, make it blank the ones on part 4, section 4, the one above. Okay, section 4, please remove them. Okay, Lovia operations. Where's Maulana here? Okay. I will tell you a bit on how to use Notion because this is your first time. Please go to the first to do, and as you know, every week you will need to add a blog post and YouTube video, right? So please, on that one, please type add. Please type add, and then type publish weekly video. Type publish weekly video. Publish space weekly. That one. You can choose the one there. Okay. So in Notion, you can like link to other cards, and then you can try to click on it. So it's a card on another page. I see. Okay, so it's like a link. So put another to do below, and then you add again. You put add again, and now type summarize video using a not summer, SUMMA.
Oh, okay.
Not the I, some A, not I, but A. No, not using I. That one. Okay, that's good. So you publish weekly video and then you summarize, and the other two to-dos, put that as the next to-dos. WooCommerce setup ya, WooCommerce setup, and then restore the product Indo staging database. All right. So that's because that are the to-dos from this meeting, yeah. And restore product Indo staging. All right. Okay, by the way, there's a typo. WooCommerce should have two O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Woo, and then a capital C. All right. Now you can remove the the data warehouse thing above because it's not needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can delete that one, and you can also delete all of the to-dos below because they are not for you. From GraphQL mutation and so on. Oh, not one. That's for you. The one below. Okay. You can actually use like Shift. Yeah, you press Shift and click down arrow. Yeah, you can also use the mouse as well. Okay. Yeah, Notion takes time to get used to, but yeah, you will get used to it pretty quickly. Okay. Nice. That's good. And you can also make the section 4 blank because that is one from Dimas, yeah. Section 4. Okay. If you want to make it to do. No, I mean, and on section 4 above.
Oh, okay.
Custom multi-member headlines, you can make them blank because you will need to fill it. But that's a good example about the headlines, yeah. So if you don't know what to put there, you can just take a look at other team members, how they fill it. And yeah, so that's how you fill things. All right. So I would say this is good. Yeah, that's the end of the onboarding session.
Okay,
so
sir.
Any question so far?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, so the last one on every meeting. So every meeting starts with SEGU and it ends with rating. So please go back to our current meeting agenda. Okay, for today. All right, so you see that the first one is always SEGU, and then if you go to the last one will be rating.
Okay.
So please rate this meeting from 0 to 10. Okay, I would say because there was a little hiccup on the first of setting. That is actually my fault. Please put 8 for me. Yeah, please put 8 for me.
8.
For me, mine is
okay.
low. So you have your own score and I have my own score.
Okay.
No, put 8 for me. For me is 8 and you use your own score.
I don't get it.
Okay, your score is 9, right? So you put 9 for you.
Okay.
And put then 8 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. So we have our own scores of the meeting. All right. So that concludes our meeting. And from next week, actually from now, you will be the leader of the meeting. So instead of me showing you what is the meeting agenda and what to discuss next, you will be the one that is leading the meeting and showing what to discuss next. Okay, starting from now, please, it's your turn as a meeting leader to conclude the meeting and greeting.
Okay, sir. I mean, this is my time to close this meeting or what?
Yeah, it's time to close the meeting. Or if you have questions, up to you. But if not, then yeah, you can close the meeting.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. With this meeting, I think that's it for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.